So, for some places on Earth, 30% of the people who have been born and are growing now cannot reincarnate. In some other areas, about 10% cannot reincarnate. And in other areas, around 5% cannot. Like this, some people are living currently to finish their reincarnation in this world. Then these people can't come back to this earth village again. However, this doesn't mean that they're going to the heaven right away. We have been saying that we go to heaven after death, which means we'll not come back to earth again with our physical body. The process of coming to earth with their animal flesh to develop their soul is over for some people. Thus, if they live in this world and then depart, they, as gods, are going to do their work operating the galaxies. Oh, all of a sudden, my talk has grown too big. If you go to YouTube, Jungbub Lectures, my lectures about this subject has been uploaded today. If those are translated into English, you can listen to them. In my lecture, there is a good explanation about these issues. Translate it quickly into Italian and listen to it and discuss it. And we can look at it together and then discuss again. In the future, I'll continue to teach you the new paradigms so that you can deal with science differently. By listening to my lectures, try to understand how the universe changed, why the world created, and how it is related to us. Those lectures explain that we should not look at humans as vulnerable animals. To clarify about reincarnation, I have to talk in great depth to relate to the question. Simply explaining reincarnation is very hard. But if you know what a human being is, you will understand why we leave our flesh and return into new bodies. This is reincarnation. In each particular age, there is a limit to progress. So we as souls have to go back and then come again by acquiring the physical body in the next developed era. For souls to expand more, we have to reincarnate. Currently, there is a group of people who have no more reincarnations, and they will go to another dimensional world because they cannot come back with their bodies into this world again. That is what people are talking about going to heaven. But we don't go back to the origin yet, as we have something to do in another dimensional world. When we do our work in the dimensional world, the method of calculation is different from that of this planet. What is the law of time on Earth? Since we consider that our lifetime on Earth is 60 to 100 years, about 10 billion years seems to be a long period for us. Because our lifetime is only within a few decades. The universe doesn't stop. It keeps running over billions of years. Because humans' life cycle is only within 100 years. It is hard to imagine. Think about comparing our lives to a life of a mayfly. A mayfly can only live for a day, so they might consider 1,000,000 years differently than we think. So, the reason why we have reincarnated is to grow our souls. we have entered into Hongikingan, the era of righteous living, the time that Hongik people live.
이걸 후천시대라고 이야기합니다.
This will be the era where some people finish with reincarnation, which is also called Hucheonsidae. In Hucheonsidae, some people will have fully developed souls. Thus, they will not come to earth again to grow their souls, and they will ascend to heaven. The reason why we ascend to heaven and operate the universe is to learn to master it. This way, when we return to our origin, all our soul gods will have learned and mastered the laws of the universe. We're now practicing our tasks in a specific order, in particular sequence, so we can go back to the grand nature and manage it. Our souls are gods and agents who run the universe. The natural energy that contains all this is God. That's why God says we are His children. We are the cells of the grand nature. After shedding the body, our souls are gods, and since we are the gods that operate the universe, we are the cells of the cosmos. So it is right that people say we are children of God. That's why this study comes out in Hucheonsidae, the current era post-2012. In Seoncheonsidae, which means the previous era before 2013, we were developing and growing. And in Hucheonsidae, we must study space and heaven. Why? We have to get ready to go. Because we've fully developed, we're all looking for all kinds of training and meditation to gain spiritual strength. This is because we have fully developed. I'll teach you all of these things and lead you to control this energy now. Everyone, starting from the intellectuals. People who lack the knowledge can't deal with this energy. If they try to touch it, they'll live strange life. You should know how to deal with this energy of nature after becoming equipped with the knowledge to some extent. If ignorant people get ready to deal with this energy, and some energy is coming into their bodies, they become people like fortune teller, a shaman, or an exorcist, or a person who acts strange. After becoming equipped with this truth, if intellectuals accept the forces of nature, they will begin to live a life that is widely beneficial for society. Meditating should be done by knowledgeable people. Since the energy of nature permeates to fit the quality of human spiritual strength, ignorant people without knowledge cannot receive outstanding natural power, even though they have gained energy through meditation. If they have received this power of nature incorrectly and don't use it properly, they can ruin their lives. You should be equipped with knowledge before you receive the power of nature. If you don't have enough knowledge to understand this world, how are you going to use the power of nature? This will be a big problem. It is time for the intellectuals to run the society properly. Therefore, they should make a clear definition of certain words such as reincarnation by correctly explaining why our souls come into this world again with a body, not letting it be as a theory. Since there might be an apparent reason why the word such as reincarnation has emerged, we should research it. Ignoring it means that we leave this world without knowing about it. So we have to discern this and organize the knowledge and everything that comes out of this world by dealing with it. The issues that the gods now deal with in this world
이 세상을 만지는 것들이
should be broadly expanded,
그리고 넓어져야 되는 것이지.
not too simple.
단순하면 안 된다.
Reincarnation does exist, and we'll study about rebirth in the future, so you can start to consider this from now on. Thus, don't say that there is no reincarnation. When you say this word, whether it was mentioned in the East or in the West, you should research it, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. We can't use the power of this knowledge if we don't know about this. But don't say that it does not exist. If the word comes out into the world, it's rather crucial to deal with this accurately. You should understand it this way.
예.